Hello and welcome back to Module 2 of our 7-Figure Duplication Secrets course. Now in this module, we're going to be talking about the first very important timeline in your network marketing business, which is the 1 hour timeline. Basically, the first hour when you first join your network marketing opportunity. In this first video, we're going to be talking about the most important hour for duplication and talking about the specific steps that a brand new member has to take in the very first hour after they've joined their business. Now, you can watch this module from two different perspectives. If you're a brand new person and you've just started your business, then simply go through this module and complete all the steps in your own business. But if you already have a team and you're learning how to improve duplication, then listen to this module from the perspective of learning how to teach your members or learning how to help your brand new members what to do in their first hour when they join. Just remember, you can actually be listening to this course on many different levels, and these are two of the different perspectives that you can listen to this module. So now let's get going and let's look at the importance of the 1 hour timeline. Like I said, in network marketing, it is very important that at the right time of somebody's business, we actually deliver the right training. And the very first important time in our business is actually the day we join. It's actually more than that. It is the hour after we have pressed submit on our application to join our network marketing opportunity. And in this hour, there's a set of certain steps that we'll be going through that are very important. And we are now going to be looking to why this hour is actually the most important hour for our duplication. In fact, this is the hour where we have all the excitement, the energy, the momentum, because we've just found a way to change our life. So what we need to do with a brand new member who's just joined the team and has this energy and momentum, we need to harness this energy and momentum and transform it into action. Because failing that, it could be very possible that this brand new person actually does nothing, not just for a day, not just for a week, maybe even for a few weeks or a few months. So it's really very important that immediately as somebody joins, we actually harness that energy and transform it into action. And we'll talk about how to do that. It is really our brand new opportunity for duplication. So, in case you already have a team and you've recruited quite a few people, but nobody's doing anything, don't despair. You need to be actually looking at brand new people who are joining your team. Each and every single person is a brand new opportunity for you to create massive duplication. And that's why in this first hour when they join, it is so important to follow the specific steps that I'm going to go into. You see, these 10 steps to get started right have helped us to create a 7-figure network marketing business, and they're really very simple steps. But if you don't go through them, the person may not actually understand how simple this business can be and how simple it is for them to create an income, and therefore they will stay, perhaps in the mindset of having to learn everything about the business, compensation, the product, and not actually take action for a very long time. So let's now have a look at what you actually need to do in this first hour when somebody joins and what are the 10 specific steps. We call the 10 specific steps the getting started checklist. And, after years of trial and error in our own business, we came up with a simple checklist. I remember this checklist, I think at the beginning being just 3 or 4 things. And then we kept adding smaller things onto it because we understood there's certain things that really make a difference of how a brand new person engages in the business. But really, when we started to use a checklist so that each and every single member in our team could actually use it so that when they signed up, a brand new person, they could take them through this, we saw enormous duplication. We saw duplication improving and actually seeing brand new people starting to take action within the first 24 hours. So it was a huge difference, and it actually took us, from not earning a lot at all to earning over 7 figures. And now we use this checklist not just with our own teams, but we teach it to students from over 30 different network marketing companies. So I know you're excited to see what it is. So here it is. So the first thing on this checklist is helping the member to purchase their product or service package from the company that they're joining, of course, and their membership. Then going into signing up for companies and team member support, completing their reason why. Then we need to set a short-term goal with them. We need to make a list of top 20 contacts. We need to help them to immediately take action and call 3 people from the list that we've just made. We need to then create an event, coming event, and commit to inviting to an event, and then register them for the next major event that is coming up, and schedule all of the other events that are happening in their schedule. Educate their expectations. This is a huge thing that makes a real difference, and help them to make a long-term commitment. And finally, making sure they know it's really important to stay in touch with their mentor. Perhaps in this case, this is you, every single day. Okay, so let's now go into the detail of each of these 10 steps and what you need to do in them. So the first one is, helping a brand new person purchase, of course, the membership to your company, product, and service. So depending what company you're in, this could be a yearly membership. Perhaps it's a free membership, a paid membership. It could even be a lifetime membership to some companies. And of course, a product or service package, because really we cannot join a network marketing company by not actually consuming some products or services, right? So this is a really simple, essential step. Otherwise, we haven't really started our business. What is really important in this step is that you're helping the brand new person to actually do the sign up by themselves, okay? So the sign up is actually the first lesson in our duplication process, so that we're actually training a brand new person as they're signing themselves up. We're explaining each and every single step, things like, press here, the button here, click here, put your address here. So they're getting familiar with how to sign up a brand new person. And guess what? You're basically training them what they're going to have to be doing with a brand new person when they join their team, right? Not only that, it's very important that you help a brand new person establish what we call autoship, like automatic shipment, right? This is what actually creates a steady residual passive income for you in the long term. So it's really very important at the beginning that you as a leader is always actually leading by example. And so you need to make sure that you are actually on autoship. So meaning you're consuming products and services of your company each and every single month. And most of the time, that's actually a qualification for you to earn some income from the company as well, right? So it's important that you tell the brand new person who's just joining your team the importance of consuming every single month, and the importance of staying on autoship, and the importance that this is actually what creates the long-term residual income. And so if you're leading by example and you're explaining the benefits and the importance of this, I'm quite sure the brand new person will establish an autoship as well. Not only that, this is all to do with creating the right behavior from day one. See, from day one, it is very important that you're getting a brand new person to do their own business. You're simply a coach and mentor, and to the extent that they actually need you. So, things like getting them to actually do the sign up by themselves and establishing autoship. These are all things that you want to duplicate right on day one, right in the first hour, right? So it's important, everything that you're doing with a brand new person from the very first minute they're joining. And finally, I think it's really very important for the brand new person to understand the differences between the several levels that they can join your company on. So, sometimes we have different packages, like the $300 package, the $500 package, the $1,000 package, the $5,000 package. Your company may have different packages of products and services that they actually have as an option to join the company. Now, usually as leaders, we decide on what package is the favorite one that we're going to focus on, and then we just focus on that package and promote that package the most. But it's important that you understand the differences between different levels and packages, and you can explain that to the brand new person as they're joining your team, and of course focus them on the right package for the maximum benefits if they're here to actually create an income, if they're here to actually create a business. So all these simple things are actually training, they're actually duplication and what you're doing with the person. The second thing that's really important is to get a brand new person to sign up for your company's and for your team's support system. Now, what is the importance of that? Well, number one, it's about communication with your team. See, as you're expanding your team, you're not going to be able to talk to people one-on-one anymore. So it's important that you have some kind of continuous follow-up with everybody in your team. So this could be simply just an email list that they subscribe to, so that when you're sending out your announcements, perhaps once a week, or things that are happening in the company, in the team, they're on your email list. It could be actually joining a Facebook group. It could be joining a group on a communicator application such as WhatsApp, Voxer, or any of the other ones. It could be many different things, but communication with the team is really, really very important. The other thing that's really important is, as you're sending out news and announcements, is that these people, are in touch, because sometimes, for example, when a brand new person has joined your team, they don't understand that perhaps there's several incentives that are going on, perhaps from last month and so on. So make sure that news and announcements are always very visible to the new person as soon as they join the support system. So this could be an email autoresponder that goes out to them first when they join. And if you have any specific promotions or incentives in that particular month, you can just add it into the email that goes out to the brand new person as an automated reply, right? So things like this need to be very, very clear, and I suggest that you automate them. Not only that, I think it's very important to stay in touch with your team, because you're going to need certain tools to do your business. Now, things like PowerPoint presentations, event checklists, product brochures, all of those things need to be available to the brand new person. Of course, they're not going to need everything on day one, but they need to have access to it if they want to research it. And later, of course, there needs to be one place they go where they could always get it. This can be either actually, for example, a team website or a depository of data, or somewhere where you can actually get new people to always go and look at the tools. It's also important that a brand new person has access to training. And what are some of these trainings? Well, for example, how to sign up, how to look at the compensation plan, and all of those things. Or, for example, what to do in your first week, how to set up an event, how to build for an event, how to prospect, how to use the 3-step rapid mobilization. All of those things need to be available so that a brand new person will gradually be going through their training process, and gradually you'll be creating leaders. Now, personally, we have created a duplication system for our team, and we have had great success in helping brand new people to actually stay in touch with us. We have everything from communication, news and announcements, tools, and training on that platform. And recently, we've actually gone ahead and taken our entire duplication system and created a generic version which is suitable for any network marketing company, no matter where you're at, and we call it Momentum Duplicator. So actually, as a part of this training course, you qualify to get a free trial to Momentum Duplicator. So if you don't already have a free trial, you're welcome to grab it at momentumduplicator.com. And this is where you can have actually a duplication system for your team set up and ready to go. So a brand new person would just sign up to Momentum Duplicator and they'll have access to the same thing as yourself. The third step is actually all about completing the reason why somebody joins the business. And this is sometimes a misunderstood step, because quite a lot of the times we ask a brand new person, well, why did you join this business? And a lot of the team members will answer, well, I saw that the products are really great and I wanted to improve my health, or, I wanted to travel, no matter what the products are, right? So they're responding a little bit, in terms of what they see that the products and services will benefit them. But completing their reason why, when somebody joins your business, it's very important to anchor their emotional reasons why they decided to invest time, energy, and money into building a network marketing business with you, right? So you need to perhaps ask a better question. The better question may be, and this is to somebody who's just joined your team. The question is, which one specific dream would you like to make come true in the next 5 years by using this business as a vehicle to do that? Or in other words, how and why are you going to use the income that you create from this business? What specific purposes are you going to use the extra income or the full-time residual income that you end up creating from this business? So it's asking the person specifically for the pain points in their life right now. Perhaps this is to do with money. Perhaps this is to do with time. Perhaps this is to do with getting a more fulfilled life. No matter what that is, it needs to be super specific. It needs to be, really connected to our deep emotional core, our deepest dreams and goals in our life. And the reason we do that, it's very important that you understand that network marketing businesses can be a vehicle for change, can be a transformation vehicle for anyone. And we don't actually sometimes, when we join a network marketing business, know that this business can totally and completely transform our life. And so it's really important, by having a quick conversation with your brand new person about what is their big why, actually what you're doing is raising the awareness that this business is a vehicle for transforming their life. Because most of us don't actually understand that. When I first joined my first network marketing company, I thought it was all about creating better health for myself. And nobody really asked that question of what was my big why. It wasn't until later on that I understood that I can share these products with other people, and guess what? That I can create this huge business. So it's really important to go deeper. It's really important to connect the business people just joined in the first hour that they join with their big why in their life. Make sense? So it's not the service, not the product they joined for. It's not even the money. It needs to be very specific to their personal life. What are they going to do with the money? Correct? Okay, so once you've done that, then you can go to the next step, which is setting a short-term goal with your brand new person. In this case, it's really about asking a better question, such as, what specific situation in your life would you like to change in the short term? And this short term should be, in the next 1, 3, even 6 months, and this is usually something to do with, either having a little more time or a little more money, and what that income or that money or that time would actually allow us to do. So, for example, let's say you have a member who is working 2 jobs and they would like to, finally go back to just working 1 job and having a little more time with their family, right? So the extra income that they're going to create from their brand new business is going to allow them to have more time with their family. So guide your new member. What is their first step in this business? So for example, your new member says, look, my short-term goal would be, to be able to create another $500 so that I don't have to have the weekend job, so I can spend more time with my family. Great. You can then link it to the first level in the business. Say, great, that's a great goal. We can create $500 per month in this business. That will mean that you will focus on the executive level. See, here's the executive level. That's the first thing we're going to be focusing on. And the bonus, the commission that you'll receive by becoming executive level or manager level, whatever your first level in the business is this much. And this is how we will do this. Okay, it's really important to tell them how you get to this level is we're going to be sharing the business with 3 people, and when you sign up 3 people, you will get this, or whatever. So give them a very simple plan and a deadline to achieve it. It certainly shouldn't be more than a month, but preferably a week. So, this should be really small goals, small steps that we should be starting our brand new person with. Quite often it's something like get 3 people and your product will be free so that you can enjoy whatever, more of this or more of that, right? It could be, sign up 2 people who each sign up 2 people, and you will have a residual income of this much per month. And this, is your first rank. So short-term goal, what is it going to be in their life? What is going to be the difference in their life? What is it going to mean to them? How much extra time, how much extra money, and what that will mean for their lifestyle. And then show them how to do that in your business by showing them the specific rank and how you're going to be doing that, how long, and how you're going to be helping them to do that in the next short while. So short-term goals are really important for the person to have a specific focus. The next step is to help this brand new person to make a list of top 20 people, right? So now we're into making a list of people. So it's really important that in that first few minutes of somebody joining, you put them at ease how simple it is to actually create lists of people, and you just, help them to pull out their phone and actually make a list of their top 20 by asking a few questions. It's really very important because ideally, in the first 24 hours, and we'll talk later in the next module how to do that, you really want them to contact at least 20 people. And we're going to be in a minute talking about how to contact people, but right now you're helping them to make this list of 20. And this will be the first people that they're contacting. This will be the pillars and foundation of their business. They will also have a great advantage and responsibility in their business. So, these are kind of the chosen ones. These are the people we really want to give an opportunity because they're possibly close to us. But more importantly, I think you should be asking these questions to your brand new person. For example, who do you know that is as hardworking as you or more? See, it's quite important to, from the beginning of signing somebody up in your business, to focus them to prospect up. And prospect up is a concept that is really well known in network marketing. Some of you may have heard about it, of course. And it's about actually getting to people who have, in some way, the same influence or greater as ourselves. In this way, we're always having a greater chance to expand our business faster. Make sense? So some people seem to be more successful as ourselves or more, right? If they're more successful as us, perhaps they know more people, perhaps they've already got more skills and so on. So as you're prospecting up, you have more chance to actually create greater duplication as well. So it's important from the first hour in the business to start asking questions like this to your brand new person, so their mind opens up with possibilities and actually looks into the right, into the right places for the right type of people. What about, who do you know that's as open-minded as you or more? Who do you know that is looking for extra income? Who do you know, who would you like to have in your business the most? Or who do you know that has a lot of influence? See, these are some questions that will trigger the right things in a brand new person's mind. And simply take out the phone and take a minute or two with them and write down the 20 names. That's all you have to do. The next step is now to take action and actually call 3 people from the top 20 list that you've helped to make the brand new person. Now that's another very simple thing, especially because you already know what to say on the phone to these people, right? In module number 1, we talked about the 3-step rapid mobilization and what to say on the phone and how to say it. And the reason we're actually getting into phone calls with a brand new person in the first hour is because we want to harness that energy and momentum. We don't want them to have a fear around talking to people. And also, if they get some no's, some rejections straight away, we are right there helping them to actually get through some of the no's, some of the rejection, right? So this is why we want to actually get into action and do it straight away. Like I said, we're helping them to overcome their first objections and rejections. And you can also teach them to follow the super invite script straight away, so they actually learn it the right way, so they're not just using any kind of words on the phone. So again, just a reminder from module 1, the super invite script goes like this. If I could show you a way to, and then insert the prospect's dream, if I could show you a way to have more time so you can spend it with your family, would you, and then insert what they really want them to do. So for example, watch this video and so on. So if you want some more training on the super invite script, go to module 1 and make sure you listen to that. But really, this is what you're going to be now teaching your brand new person, right? You're going to be teaching them exactly what to say on the phone, and you're going to be helping them to pick up the phone 3 times within the first hour after they join. So there is several ways this can be done. So one scenario is that you're actually with the brand new person in person. You're sitting, in person together with them, and they can be doing phone calls together with you. But if you're not in the same place, that can be done as well. So each of you can be on your computers. You can be talking over Skype or whatever way over computer. And the other person who is a brand new member in your team can actually be doing phone calls, and you can be listening in and actually guiding them and coaching them through the first 3 phone calls. So really very, very important. This step 6 is probably the most important step of all of the steps in getting a brand new person started. The next step is now to also get a brand new person to invite their top 20 that we have just written a list of to an event within 7 days. This means, we have either home business presentations or weekly presentations in our local area that you want a brand new person to go to. So if you don't know what they are, make sure you get to know. But it's very important that, as you're making the first 3 phone calls and as you're going to be helping this new person in the next 24 hours to make more calls, it is really very clear what happens after they follow up on a prospect and the prospect hasn't joined. It's important that they're actually inviting to an event, such as a home meeting or a local event. So within the first week, within the first 7 days, a brand new person is actually going to be attending an event, whether that's a home meeting in their house that an upline is helping them, whether that's going to an official meeting in a hotel, doesn't matter. But the first 3 phone calls that you're helping them to do, they're actually all about, rapid mobilization, directing them, the prospects to the video. And then if they don't join, make sure that they are inviting to come to an event. So momentum is a key from when you start. So you're getting them to invite straight away. And guess what? You're basically helping this brand new person to contact and invite their top 20 and invite them to an event, correct? So you're helping them to organize a meeting in their home. That's one possibility, or to actually invite to an event in the local area. Perhaps you're already running a home meeting that you want them to join, or another option. Now, the next thing that is really important, step 8, is to talk about the importance of all events. It's to talk about how in network marketing, events are really, they're the pillars of our business. And once a month, at least, you have a training event that you want your brand new person to attend, and you want to really have a couple of minutes to be able to explain to the brand new person why events are important and that they need to buy a ticket. They need to register for the next major event. So what we do is we have monthly and quarterly events, and the next major event that is coming up, that could be a monthly or quarterly event. It could even be an annual convention that's coming up. What you need to be doing is explaining the benefits of events and why they're the most important keys to success. You also need to remember that if you can just work on, going on +1 member at every event, that can actually be magic. Let me explain a little bit deeper into that. Imagine that at this month's major event, you had 3 team members. Now imagine each of these team members would just get 1 new member in the next 30 days. And so guess what? At the next major event, you'd have 6 people. But just remember, that is actually doubling your team every month. So from 6, we go to 12, from 12 to 24. Literally within 6 to 9 months, you have hundreds of people, right? So that is what you're really wanting to achieve, is every brand new person in that first hour getting the importance of events and making sure they have a ticket to the next event, and making sure they understand they're going to be doing the same with the members they are joining and signing up. So make sure you have clarity when and where this next major event is. And of course, that the more the people at major events, the bigger your business will become. So making sure that you can get as many people there as possible, which is, again, bringing us to the same point. That's the reason we're talking about this when the people join, right? In the first hour. And what we always advise our team members is that they buy extra tickets for major events and actually have them available. So when they sign a brand new person up, they already have a ticket ready for them. So they sell them a ticket. So for example, let's say you went to a major event last weekend and you had 5 team members attend. And now next month, you really want to have at least another, 5 new team members that you're personally bringing, let alone the members that these people will bring as well, right? So you want to make sure that you're buying at least 5 tickets in addition to the ticket that you need for yourself for the next event. So then this week, when you're talking to people and somebody's ready to join your business, you already have a ticket for them. Now you sell them the ticket and recover the cost of what it actually took you for you to purchase this ticket. And in the same time, you're harnessing the energy and the excitement of somebody joining your team to making sure that they commit to an event. See, again, when somebody joins your team, that first hour, they're excited. And this is when you need to get them committed to attending the first event, whatever is coming up. Make sense? The next step is to also tell them about all the different events and meetings that are going on in your local area on the weekly and monthly basis. So talking about when they are and actually talking to them about, are these team meetings or business opportunity meetings, and why they're important to attend, and then filling them out in the brand new person's schedule. So helping them to write it all down in the schedule and making sure that they are very clear what to attend. So it's very important to make very clear to a brand new person, what are they live commitments, what are their commitments to, so they can be there. That they need to clear some of their live commitments, right? So for example, if they have certain things that are going on a Wednesday, but Wednesday night is the only official business opportunity meeting in your local area, perhaps you can work with your brand new team member to see if there's any way they can clear their schedule on Wednesday night so they can be attending this meeting on a weekly basis, right? Sometimes it doesn't quite work out, but most of the time for people who are very committed, this is what was going to happen. So very important, making sure that they know what meetings to attend and why. And also, it's not sure, if not sure which events to attend, make sure you're checking out with your upline, you're staying in touch and passing that on to brand new people that are joining your team. Now, step 9 is all about educating expectations and making a long-term commitment to the business. From the very first moment somebody joins your team, you need to make it very clear that this business is not really going to happen overnight, that if you're really after a long-term residual income, you need to make a 2 to 5 year commitment. You need to make a serious part-time commitment at the start. And if you have goals to become full-time in this business, you really need to give it 2 to 5 years. And you need to really talk about some expectations. And for example, apart from the consistent effort, you need to really talk to them about becoming a product of the products or services that your company distributes. Meaning you really need to be telling a brand new person to immerse themselves into what the company's mission and vision is, using their products and services and really understanding why it is so exciting, right? You're also going to be telling a brand new person that there's going to be people who are going to be negative to them as they embark on their journey. There's going to be people that are going to be saying no to them. There's going to be family that is going to be trying to discourage them. So you need to vaccinate them as well. And in a minute in this module, we're going to talk in detail about how to vaccinate a brand new person. You also may want to share with a brand new person that sometimes they're going to have hard days where they will want to quit. But if they stick to this business and persist and actually give it a fair commitment for a long term and attend all the major weekly and major events, speak to 3 new people every single day, and do some personal development every day, then they have a fair chance of succeeding. So making sure that you outline what sort of things this business is going to require of them. It's also a very good time to make it clear to a brand new person that they are the ones that they need to stay in touch with you, and that's really a very, very important step. And final step, step 10, I think it's really important that the person who's joining your team has a commitment and responsibility to staying in touch with you or with a mentor in the team. And you're not the one chasing after them each and every single day and telling them, have you called anyone? Come on, let's start your business. If you start doing that, then the energy is going to be in the wrong way around. You need to have a brand new person really eager to actually take action, really eager to impress you, really eager to stay in touch with you. In fact, quite often I ask my brand new person, I will require you to stay in touch every single day. And in addition, I really want to understand every day and every week, why I should be spending time helping you to create success in this business, because I'm getting very busy. There's lots of people that require my attention. So, turn it around and let them show you why they're so serious about changing their life. Don't chase after them. So this may mean, 5 to 10 minutes daily check-in. Sometimes nowadays it could even be a voice message or an email, if the person is very busy, but they need to check in with you daily. I think the best thing that you can advise a brand new person is to continue to ask you what they can do better. So what can I do better? I did this and it didn't work. What can I do better? Really staying in touch with you every day and asking you that. And especially make it clear to them that when they're having a bad day and they're hitting the wall, they're wanting to quit their business, that's the time they need to reach out to you. Tell them it's normal. Tell them that you've been there and that you will understand that you've probably gone through the same thing. And that's why they should reach out to you when they're feeling like that. The worst thing is if a brand new person doesn't understand that, absolutely everyone in network marketing goes through, wanting to give up basically 5 times a week. If they don't know that this is a normal occurrence, then the first time they are feeling like this, they will probably try to hide it from you. And that becomes even worse, because if they don't feel they can talk to you and so on, they don't feel, they will feel that they don't belong, that this is not for them, that they're the only ones. They're uniquely experiencing this thing. Whereas, if you make it clear to them that this is something normal, they will reach out to you and discuss the challenges. Really important stuff. So they can also check in with you at events such as home meetings or weekly presentations. And of course, you should schedule times to work together. For example, later on in this course, we're going to be talking about 3-way calls and how you can help people to actually build their business by helping them on three-way calls. So for example, you could schedule an hour of time with your brand new person, every second day to actually make three-way calls with them and so on. So make it clear that your commitment will be 100% if their commitment is 100%, but they need to be the one staying in touch with you, right? So now let's keep it simple. Let's put this all into a very simple 10-step checklist, right? We talked about each and every single one of these steps, and we talked about how important it is that in the first hour of somebody signing up in your team, you actually take them through all of these steps. Now, if I had to identify some of the most important steps within this checklist, it will have to be making a list of 20 contacts, calling 3 people or helping the brand new person to call 3 people, and of course, registering for the next major event. These 3 are an absolute must. But let me say this, all of these 10 steps don't even take an hour. If you practice, if you have a checklist, I think you can get it down to just a few minutes. Even better, what about getting someone to actually listen to a video and actually just doing the phone calls with them after that? Would that be exciting? This is why we have our duplication system. This is why we have our training and support system called Momentum Duplicator. And like I said, if you don't have your free trial, go ahead and get it. So now this is your 10-step checklist. This is the first thing that you need to do. And if you haven't already done this yourself in your business, make sure you go ahead and do it right now.